That's valid.
All right, are we ready? We good? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Right,
I jacked it up.
All right, here we go.
Y'all are never going to invite me back.
2, 1. Welcome into the Downtown Download. Margot is here with the city of Greenville. Margot, great to see you again. How are you today?
Good to see you. I'm great.
For folks that don't know, Margot and I work together behind the scenes all the time. So if you see us hanging out downtown, usually it's business.
Yes.
So, but I feel like I'm always like, you've got staff that's great. I've got staff that's great. It's like me and the girls all the time. I feel like I've just become one of the girls.
That's so true.
My squad, my village now is you guys. But I've really enjoyed working with y'all. What we do with DGP is so infused with the city of Greenville. So we really have to work hand in glove. Mm-hmm. You know, I've equated it folks that understand sports or East Carolina, kind of like the Pirate Club and the athletic department. They don't do anything that the other one doesn't know about. And that's kind of how we are with the city, really work together. One of the biggest events of the year, I would say the biggest event of the year, I don't think there's any argument, and really one of the biggest events in Eastern North Carolina is PirateFest. Mm-hmm. And it's 20 plus years, and that is a joint production of our organization, the Downtown Greenville Partnership, and the City of Greenville, really, truly 50-50 deal of how we come together and put that thing together. And it's a massive undertaking that really just a handful of people pull off.
Yeah, thanks to our, like you mentioned, we have a great team with Anna, Mary Taylor Madison, and then, of course, us. And so, but yeah, it's a small but mighty team that pulls off PirateFest amongst many other events throughout the year that we collaborate on. And I would say that the Downtown Greenville Partnership and the city's partnership, for lack of a better word, is probably as close as you can become without being one, because we do spend a lot of time together and we do a lot of collaborating and planning. But I think that shows that you need people. You can't do it all on your own. And so, yeah.
And I've looked at other organizations and how like these events get done, and and now being behind the curtain, as I call it, PirateFest, it's totally different than just. I've been involved in it every year from its inception, either as a vendor, as a sponsor, or as a participant, and now obviously as a director of the organization. But it's totally different on this side of it, of what it goes. I mean, it truly takes, I would say, a good 9 months to get ready to really do it right, to put on a successful event. And I see these other organizations, and they've got like 20 people listed, like that are on it. They have full-time people on it. This is just one thing that we do and you guys do with the city. You know, there are other organizations like this that's all they do is just the event. So I think what we're able to do more with less folks is really impressive, but it is just a fantastic event.
Yes, definitely so. I mean, the logistics of it is just, like you said, it probably takes 9 to 10 months. I feel like once we debrief, we maybe have like a month, and then we're right back into it at some capacity. And so it definitely takes a lot longer than what people think. And then, of course, day of is a whole nother team of city partners and sponsorship partners and people that come in to really help us make it happen. But very thankful for the planning team.
Let's talk about the fun stuff. Let's talk about the event, why people come out to it. This year, April 25th, on Saturday, we've pushed it back a little bit to give, hopefully keep our fingers crossed, nice warm weather and hopefully a beautiful spring day. It will be on First Street again, and most of Town Commons. There is part of it that is being redone closer to the river, but for the most part, it's the same footprint. Now, we're bringing in a stage that'll be on First Street. We're going to have, in fact, we're bringing in 2 stages this year. We're doubling the entertainment. We're going to have a main stage, which is brought to you by the State Theater. And we're going to have our secondary stage, which is brought to you by Nash Studios right here where we're recording today. Let's talk about some of the entertainment, and then we'll get into the food and all the stuff that everyone else loves, and all the, of course, pirates that'll be there too.
Yes, for sure. The main stage will host September, which is our Earth, Wind, and Fire cover band. Spare Change will actually kick off for them later in the evening, but all day the Nash Studios stage will run with local acts and then some entertainment by our pirates. And so we're looking forward to having 2 stages on both ends of First Street versus just one.
And we'll put out a schedule of events as it gets closer. We'll have it on our social media and online for both programming for both stages, because it's going to be a ton of stuff this year. Not just music, but we're going to have multiple dance shows and step dance show performance and a lot of cool things out there that are going to be added in addition to the music. But you kind of undersold it. I like to say, have you ever heard of Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Yeah.
People are like, yeah. I'm like, we're having them. Tribute band.
Right.
But they come out, they look just like them, they sound just like them. I think you might have been one of the folks that gave us a lead on this.
Yes.
And we started looking into it. We're like, this band's awesome.
Yeah.
So we think it's going to be a lot of fun. Big time party band. And of course, Spare Change is so well known too.
Yeah,
So.
I think it'll definitely be a good mix, a good diversity mix of people. And so looking forward to like a great day full of music.
And the vibe is going to be different this year because the stage will be on First Street, and all of our majority of our vendors are on First Street, and we'll have one stage on one end and then the other stage on the other end. So it'll be really, wherever you go, there's going to be music and entertainment going on, and food and drinks,
Yes.
beverages. I think this year has potential to be one of the cooler setups that we've ever had for it.
Yeah, I will say that while the construction at the town common has brought on some challenges for us, I think it's also pushed us to kind of step out of our comfort zone a little bit when it comes to the festival, and just kind of try something different, but still have that great like food, vendors, pirates feel.
And I think a lot of, just because I've been a part of these meetings, there's a lot of thought and intention that goes into our vendors and who we bring and who gets to be a part of Pirate Fest. We have more applicants than we have room for, unfortunately. So we are a little bit smaller footprint this year. So we have to be selective, but it really is a eclectic group of folks that when it comes to food and different things that they offer, and even crafts and things like that are going to be participants this year.
For sure. I think it's a great mix this year of like local and those who are from Eastern North Carolina, which bring in something a little different for people who attend. And so I think that mix is really nice. We, of course, love our local folks and want to support them in any way we can, especially those who are home is downtown Greenville. But it is nice to have a good mix.
What's your favorite part of Pirate Fest, Margo?
I would say my favorite part of Pirate Fest is probably the pirate parade or the Walk of Pirates. It really like kicks it off, and I think by then we can breathe a little bit.
Yeah. And this year we're going to make a bigger deal about that.
Yeah,
it got a little disjointed last year. This year we're going to have them start at 11 on the main stage and go all the way down the whole First Street.
Yeah, the Parade of Pirates is truly the kickoff to it, and I feel like by then we've survived our load-in. We've survived the crazy early morning, and you can breathe a little bit before...
It is kind of controlled chaos. I think setting up that many vendors and getting that many folks in a relatively small area is kind of wild to see how it all comes together. And I know very stressful for you because I usually, whenever there's a problem, I'm like, see Margo.
Yeah. It is very stressful.
I like to say good cop, bad cop. Margo's very good at enforcing the rules and what we have to do. Sometimes I'm a little too nice, I think. So,
yeah.
But you do a great job with that.
Thanks.
So, that's my favorite part, watching you tell everyone where to go and what to do.
Yeah.
But that is so important because without a proper setup, it's complete chaos.
It is complete chaos.
Yeah.
But once everybody's set and in place, we're usually good to go. And that really sets for the rest of the day. 11
a.m. is when we officially open for business. And look, there's be plenty of folks down there at 11.
Yep.
You don't have to wait till afternoon, but we're open until 7 p.m.
Yes.
So, and once again, we're going to have music programmed all day long, but we'll have a main stage and the secondary stage, and then and of course the Pirates will still be on the town common, and they'll be performing. They're going to have set shows too.
Yep, the Pirates will still be there performing, as well as New Look will be on the town common, which is something that has not changed. But
and for folks that don't know what New Look is, that's the kids zone. So they're going to have expanded inflatables and games, and we're keeping the price the same. It's one price for your kid, and they can do everything they want as long as they want. And people really appreciate that. We've worked hard to keep the price at what I call family-friendly pricing, to keep our prices as low as possible. So that will be going on at the Kids Zone. That's a great way if you have kids of all ages to enjoy that. And our the bars that we have a partnership with Carolina Eagle. We'll have a wide array of beverages there. We've got a partnership with Sup Crush.
Yes.
They'll have their crushes available, and that money raised goes to help our organization. So that's really kind of the fundraiser. At the end of the day, all the money that is raised by us stays here locally.
Yes, yes, which is so nice, and I think it's a great benefit to not only the organization but to the locals as well.
What other things, if anything, do you want folks to know about Pirate Fest for this year, Margo?
I just hope they'll come out. I know that there's a lot going on for all of us, especially during the spring. And so even if you can just come out for an hour, just pop on by. We've been really intentional about the footprint and what we have to offer. And so I just hope people will stop by, even if it's just for a little bit.
Thank you for all you do. For more information, you can check it out on Pirate Fest on social media. You can go to Downtown Greenville Partnership social media pages. We'll be linking everything too. But Pirate Fest has its own account also.
Yes.
And if you have any more information, you can contact us, and we'd be happy to set you in the right direction. But appreciate it. Looking forward to a fun festival this year.
Yes, so excited. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.